I'm Tiffany Rosenbaum, and I'm the host of At Home Money. I help moms start their dream side hustles and businesses, and one way I do that is through sharing successful female led business stories like the one you're about to hear today. If you want to learn more about working with me or any of the guest speakers, please check out the links in the description. Let's meet today's guest, Faith Vandersteen with Region Mamas. Hi, Faith. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for volunteering to be on the podcast today and for sharing your story with, the visitors and the viewers and the watchers. This is multiple different places that we have it on. So I just want to start. Can you tell us a little bit about, you don't have an official business, but tell us a little bit about your group, how it got started, and what does it really look like?
Yeah, so I run Region Mamas. We meet all around Northwest Indiana for moms to connect and form friendships and also get out of the house is really important. We meet at a few different places right now, like coffee meetups, parks. We do a lot of walks. That's how we started, was mom walks around the area. And we recently did an event that we're launching at the Play Cafe called Mom and Mini Social, and that was so much fun. But yeah, it's just about getting genuine connection and friendships and moms walking side by side together and just knowing you're not alone. And it's been
Yeah.
so much fun to have like such a great inclusive space to do that. And yeah, it's really amazing like to see it all like where it's at now.
Oh, that's so fun. How long have you had your group?
So officially Region Mamas has been like under the name Region Mamas since last June, July, I believe it
Okay.
was, like when we like made the Instagram and then we launched it and shared it with everyone. Before that, we were with someone else, like a different franchise. And then before that, I was just like posting in Facebook groups, like if anybody wanted to like meet up and walk and like trying to make friends and connections as a new mom. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just been so almost 3 years total, I think, of like trying to get out there. And then as Region Mama is like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what kind of gave you the idea, or what was your inspiration to come up with the group?
Yeah. So I really was struggling to get out of the house as a new mom. Like I struggle with anxiety a lot and they talk about like postpartum depression and I was like I'm not depressed or anything, but I had anxiety. Like I wouldn't leave the house. I talked to my therapist and she was like, "Faith, try and walk on the porch." And like that was hard for me. And it wasn't even like I was like scared, but I was scared. So that's where it started. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, if I go out and I set a date, I'm going out with friends. So it's helped me to go out. And still to this day, it helps me like when I have these play dates, I know I have this thing to do and to look forward to. And I have these friends I'm going to see or these new moms that I've never met and I'm going to make connections with. And that really helps me to like get out of the house. So it was like born out of just being a new mom and trying to get out of the house and trying to find places. And then eventually it was trying to find a place where my kids with spina bifida and autism were welcome too, because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to have to drive far out with them into the city for play groups at like the children's hospital. I just wanted them to be able to be at the park too and moms to understand that we might not be able to swing together. And
Yeah.
that was really important too.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your family. You mentioned your kids a little bit, but
Yes.
how many kiddos do you have? How old are
Yes, I
they?
have like 86 kids. No, I have four kids, four boys, and my oldest is 6.5, and he is so smart. Oh my goodness. Creates everything and is just like his teachers all laugh at him and we just we don't know what to do with him. But my two boys with autism are 5 and 3. My 5-year-old has level 2 autism and he's the one with spina bifida. And then my 3-year-old is level 3 autism and he is wow. When he was born, I told him Kai brings the chaos, and he 100% does. I
Yeah.
absolutely love him. And then my 1-year-old, he is just my little buddy. He is always on my hip and attached to me. I finally got my mama's boys. So,
Aw.
but they are just so sweet. And then we have a dog and my husband, obviously.
Yeah. Your hands are full. I
Yes,
get
I
it. You
love it.
definitely need some mama time. So, you had mentioned the Play Cafe, and actually, the last person I interviewed for the podcast was Jessica. So, for those of you who are
Yeah.
listening, the cafe she's mentioning is Little Hearts Play Cafe. So, you guys will have heard all about it if you listened to the last episode. I'm actually taking my daughter for the first time there tomorrow, and we're so
That's so exciting.
excited.
It's so sweet. Oh, I love it.
I'm excited. Yes. So when you have your groups and your meetings, what's the range of like how many moms or families usually come?
Oh my gosh. It could be anyone, which is just It's always crazy when I think of it. So it could be anyone that comes, and it's anywhere from like 4 moms, like, and it could be 40 moms. Like, I never
Oh, wow.
know unless it's like a registered thing. Like, again, at the meetup we had yesterday, there were 20 moms that registered because it was a registered event since it was at the Play Cafe. And I think 22 actually came, but it was
Yeah.
perfect. Like, no fighting. Everyone got along. All the kids played. It was like the most perfect meetup. And yeah, you never know who's going to come. And it's really like, because you say new mom could be any age, and
Yeah.
new mom could be, or like there's young moms, but there's young moms that are having their kids earlier. And like that's a big age range too. So it's like really any mom, and watching like moms from different seasons of life come and meet
Yeah.
together and like talk and everything has been also amazing to see, like moms that would not have met otherwise, and you're just like, wow, these, they would not have crossed paths, and like they are best friends. And it's so cool to see that, because a lot of times, like especially with social media, you don't see people that are different becoming friends. And I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love seeing that happen though, because it's just going outside and realizing we all have this one thing in common.
Yeah. Yeah, now I know, it's a little bit easier when you're doing like play dates or meeting new moms when you have younger children because they're not in school.
Hmm.
They're
Yes.
not, they're not really able to socialize on their own because they
Hmm.
can't go out on their own. But do you do anything that kind of involves like older children, or do you have plans to incorporate anything
Yes.
that involves older children?
Yes. My oldest is 6.5, so he is very, still very kid, and
Yeah.
he also likes like Ninja Kids. He loves going to Ninja Kids.
Oh,
He
my
loves,
daughter loves
oh my
there.
goodness, he's obsessed. Love, like, he was like, Mom, you could do a play date there. I'm like, yeah, I could.
I'd come.
I,
I'd come.
I'm like, whoa, that'll be crazy. But he like wants to do these things. But in the summer, it's a lot easier because a
Hmm.
lot of the kids are off school, and a lot of the older kids, up to like 14, we've had, they'll still ride their bikes or walk with their mom or sit at the park or read a book. I have some kids that read books. That's a weird age though, because like they're also like going on, like they want to play with their friends or they have sports and stuff.
Hmm.
So it's a little bit different. I have talked to a few other moms about that though, that want to lead, where like they get together and talk about their kids in high school and sports, because it's very different from middle, elementary, and even toddler and baby. And it's really cool to talk about with them. But I'm excited to eventually do that. Haven't yet, because we still are on the like, we're going on mom walks, we're going to the park.
Yeah.
Some of them have helped with like our nature play dates that we've had in the past. Not this past year, but the year before. They helped with like finding leaves for little kids, and they just like liked it. And I was like, I love when they step up too, like, because it's nice
Yeah.
to see them interact with younger kids. But yeah.
Yeah. So what cities do you guys do your meetups or your anything
Yeah,
in?
so we are all across Northwest Indiana. We are working on other places, just working with businesses. It's kind of hard. I'm not originally from here, but I'm kind of finding my footing now, I
Yeah.
think, with connecting with businesses. And I live over like on the border, so we're over here a lot along it. We're in Valparaiso, Crown Point. Think of like the Highland, like the physical stores,
Yeah.
and then a lot of coffee shops like around. I'm trying to find some other ones as well that have space and that are safe. There's a few people
Yeah.
that I've wanted to reach out to also make sure it's okay for like the kids to go to like a coffee shop. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just whoever is able to offer their space for an hour or whatever they want to meet there. And that's also
Yeah.
what's nice, because we get to enjoy those businesses that moms might not go to or feel welcome to go to. So just kind of all over, but finding more places to go. It's Valpo's been kind of new because I finally got a connection over there besides parks, because parks are easy, but like inside
Yeah.
is harder. But it's been really nice to be able to connect with people like all around over there. And we're working on, I think I said this to you on the phone, the Portage Parks Department, I believe it was that I was,
Probably.
it wasn't the Parks Department, but it was something I was talking to over there to try and get like more over there, a little bit like
Yeah.
rooted in. But it was really exciting to like finally like put our feet down somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on board.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from, and so like we have
I
nothing for little kids here,
know.
like literally
You
nothing.
have
Like,
the, what's the park?
Founders Square,
Is it Founders
Hannah's
Square?
Hope.
Hannah's Hope. Thank you. Yes, Hannah's
Yeah,
Hope. And it's always so busy in the summer.
it
So I'm
is.
terrified of going and a kid
Yeah.
falling and like something happening. But I love it over there, and I want to go because we were part when Hannah's Hope was still their foundation. We received
Hmm.
some things from them for our son before he aged out of his
Yeah.
therapies. And it was just like, it's like the best. And I want to go, and I want to like reserve a time to be able to go. And it's
Right.
just like, it's not going to be too crazy.
Yeah, it's a super fun park. My daughter loves going there, and my husband's on the fire department, which is like right there. So that is super fun. But yeah, it's always so busy. And like, I know what you said about like the worry about a kid falling. My
Yeah.
friend's little brother, like, broke his jaw at that
Oh my
park.
God.
So like he fell and like hit his jaw and like fractured his jaw. So like I get
You're like,
it.
okay, there's a note there. We'll write that down for like, well, maybe not.
Right. Well, I mean, and I know it's hard right now because it's winter, but
Right.
like Portage just opened up that new ice skating rink that not a lot of people know
Oh,
about.
is it indoor?
It's kind of like Valpo's, where it's
Oh,
like in a pavilion type thing.
yes. Yes, they have
But
Crown Point like that too.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
mean that might be a good idea just to have like an ice skating
Yes.
meetup,
I
you
know. I thought
know?
that might be fun if they have enough of the little helper walkers too for like the
Yeah,
little
I'm not
older
sure if they do
kids.
because I've never even been to that park yet, but like I know Portage is trying to get more people to know about it because not a lot of people do, and it's tucked in a really hard to find area if you don't like know where it is. It's like up by the Portage Beach.
Oh, but that's
But
still fun. Oh, I know where that is. Wait,
yeah,
I'm
so
like,
instead of
wait.
like so if you go to Portage Beach, instead of turning right, you turn left,
Yes.
and then that's where the ice skating rink
I'm
is.
like, oh, I don't know anything on my map. And then I'm like, wait, I know where that is. But no,
Yeah.
that's perfect. That's actually great. I mean, it's
Yeah,
hidden, but
yeah.
that's a good location. It's not like going to be
Yeah.
too crazy, but maybe.
Yeah, and I hear
I'm
that they have
thinking.
a decent sized parking lot, so that might be. I know they're
That's
trying to
also
like
nice.
and do more events there in the summer too, so that might be
Yeah.
a good fun place to do a meetup at. What did you do before you started the group or before you became a mom?
Yeah. Oh, man. So long ago. No. So I went to college and I went to college for biblical studies and I switched that to early childhood education with a minor in psych. And then
Okay.
I was like, you know what? I'm not going to use this. And they wouldn't let me do my student teaching. It had to be in Missouri.
Oh,
And I was like, well, I'm getting, and they changed some other rules where I had to go to school for another year. And I'm like, well, I'm getting married in Indiana in the spring. Like, I'm not, and then so I was like, I'm not going to do this. Like, I'll figure something else out. Moved here. My husband was there still. He was finishing up college. And I was here, and I ended up working at his family's bookstore. So I ended up
okay.
working there. It's in Highland, and I worked there until the end of 2017.
Okay.
And then in 2018, until I was pregnant with my first, I worked at a cigar bar. I was a
Oh, okay.
bartender. So, yeah, I
That's
stayed up
fun.
late. Yeah, very different jobs. Very different and very different. I worked with a lot of different types of people, but
Yeah.
it's still fun to like experience those things. So I did that. Yeah. And then I found out I was pregnant with my first, and I it didn't go back to work. I helped here and there at the bookstore, or I helped like with some other like would help like babysitting every now and then and nannying, but like nothing official. And I had
Yeah.
my kids back to back, so it was busy. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, something fun. You were actually voted as Mom of the Year for
yes,
Northwest Indiana, and I am so excited. You got your face on a magazine
yes,
cover,
it's
and
crazy.
tell us a little bit more about how that came about.
Yeah, so it's still crazy. So I still am like, I don't believe it. But so they had a post, I think that they were like searching for one, and I was tagged, and then I tagged some other moms because I made sure to also tag my moms that I know that have kids with special needs because I really
Yeah.
want them to be highlighted as well. And then I think that they have a board maybe like that votes on
Yeah.
it, and I got a message that I was selected, and I was like my husband, I was on my phone. I was watching a movie with my husband, and my phone went off, and I'm like, "Oh, what's this message?" And I literally fell off the couch because I was like, "What?" Like just in like what? Yeah.
Speechless.
And then I was like, the next day, I was like, "Well, maybe I shouldn't take it because it's not being humble." And he's like, "That's not what not being humble means." Like he's like,
Yeah.
"You didn't pay for
You earned
yourself to
it.
get up there,
Yeah.
and you didn't like do any of this." And I like questioned it all, and then I was like, you know what, this is actually really cool, and it is an honor to like be selected and like noted in Northwest Indiana. But yeah, it was really cool, and I got to get like my hair, my makeup, and my photos taken. It was so much fun. I loved it.
Yeah. Right. So this magazine that you're in, it's Mom to Mom magazine.
Yes.
And so what did it look like after you found out you got to, they interviewed you? What was that like?
Yeah, so they emailed the interview questions over, so I was able to like type them out and send them over, which is I sitting down and typing things out is very hard to do, but I got it done, and it was really fun to answer them. And I did ask, like, I had to ask my husband, I was like, does this sound okay? Like, I don't want to brag on myself. Like, it's weird answering questions about yourself. And for a long time, I actually just talked about this with someone. Like for a long time, I didn't market myself because I didn't want people to
Yeah.
think I was trying to get like followers or like to get money and sell them something. And so I was like, well, if they want to follow me and we can be friends, they can. But like, I don't want to. But then I'm like, that's stupid. Like, of course, I want to follow and make friends with each other. Because like, I'm always like hesitant on like answering questions about myself, like because I don't want to brag and like I want to listen to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I was asking my son, he's like, Faye, that all sounds good. Like they're asking questions about yourself. You're allowed to answer about yourself. Like you're allowed to talk about this. But it was really fun to answer the questions and work with everyone. It was so much fun. I absolutely love the magazine. I hope everyone listening goes and follows Mom to Mom magazine. And that
Yeah, we'll drop a link.
keep dropping.
There's a virtual
yes,
one, right?
It's Mom to Mom and Woman to Woman magazine, and it's for
Yeah.
moms and women across Northwest Indiana. And it's such an amazing thing that they have. And I hope to see more of the magazine online as well as like in person. It's so cool.
Yeah. We'll put a link in the description to their virtual magazine, and you guys can see Faye's.
Yeah, I'm on it. And they also do just mini features too. I think they just dropped another one.
Yeah, they're doing a kids one.
Yes. I was like, they just did one. I just read it. I know I did.
Yeah. So it's so fun.
Yes.
I'm so excited for you. I'm working on getting Nicole on the podcast, but she's super busy working with the magazine and with Wonderland.
You'll have to you have to track her down.
Oh, I know.
So good. To like
we're working.
Try. You're like, hey, are you up at 3 a.m.?
Right.
Honestly, that's a good idea.
Yeah, she probably
All
is
the moms,
up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll just have a mom group at 3 a.m. Honestly, good idea. Everyone just hops
on Zoom, you know.
Yeah, everyone just gets on. We just share.
You have something to help other moms, and so if you're keeping that in, then you're not really helping moms.
Right.
But when you share your message, you are able to help the other moms.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just try to remember that when you are feeling like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should share. Because, just kind of think like, I'm helping moms by sharing this. And so, if you don't want to focus on yourself, just be like, no, I'm sharing this so that I can help other moms. And your story, while it might feel a little bit vulnerable or a little bit scary to share it, but I mean, think about that mom who, maybe she doesn't know that you exist. Maybe she's in that phase in her life where she's struggling because she has children who have special needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's looking for this. By sharing your story, she is able to relate to that. She's able to maybe not feel so alone. And so you're really actually doing a good service by sharing your story. So it's just kind of a little bit of a different reframe that might make you feel a little bit better in talking about what you do and your life, and you're able to do these things. It's helpful.
That's exactly like my husband's really good at like putting me in my right mindset.
Yeah.
I've had a couple moms like that have children with special needs reach out to me, and even moms from like my hometown or from California like reach out to me that follow me and have said like, I love seeing what you do, and it makes me feel less alone in my own chaos in the moment. And then I can see like that there is another side, because I try to share the realness of motherhood, because we get rid of that, it's two-stage, but I also want them to find the joy in it again. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to be chaotic again, but like there is joy in motherhood.
Like, never goes away.
Yeah, like my son that's 3, like I said, he is chaos, but he gives the best, most grounding hugs, like that, and that just resets me like every time. And I hope other moms can see that and like know that like they're not alone, like, and like because he elopes, he goes. The last time we went to a park with him, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like running, and like, and toddler moms can relate to that too, but my kid is a lot faster. I don't know, he goes really fast, but I hope moms can relate to that, because it feels so isolating, especially like before I started this, I had shared a post about like sitting at a park bench alone. I'm at therapies while you're at park play dates, and that's also why I don't have a set time and a set date for all the events, because I want at some point a mom to be able to come to something so that she can try and make something, whether it's in the morning, the afternoon, and meet a mom's night out, like a different day, to try and get someone to be able to get out to an event either on herself, by herself, or like with other moms, because that's also important, because scheduling between like when people would only meet like once a month or on a certain day of the week at a certain time, like I had therapies every time at this day, or I had to be at the children's hospital, for 3 days. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I hope other moms can see that, like, there is space for you and there's a continued spot for them, like at the table, like open seat
Yeah.
right here. You know what? How about I pull up a seat at your table? Like, let's go.
Right. That's awesome that you can have that kind of, build that kind of friendship and
Yeah.
that kind of trust and that kind of just safe space. And when you mentioned your son running away, like that's another thing that I love about Founders Square, Hannah's Hope, because it's fenced in now.
Oh, bless the
I mean,
people that
I'm
fence in parks and
Austin
splash
Bonta.
pads. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, my son was my runner and he's 11 now. So like, he doesn't anymore. And thankfully my
Mhm.
daughter's never really been one. But like when he was that age, he has severe ADHD. So like I would have like other moms tell me, be like, well, just sit down and play, like, or take him to a
Yeah.
park. And I was like, you don't get it.
No,
Like
you're like, ma'am.
me taking him to a park, I can't go talk to other
You're like,
moms because I'm busy
you're like, I will have
chasing
my
him so
running
that he doesn't
shoes
run
on.
away. Yeah.
You're on the park with
And
it, like play stuff with
I
him.
feel like sometimes it's hard for moms who aren't in that position to understand that, because like that mom who
Yep.
said that to me, like her kids were like perfect little angels and would just sit there and
Yeah.
play nice and not run away, and I'm like,
And
that's not my life. And like
it's
I feel
so
like
different. Motherhood's so different for everyone.
yeah,
And when you see it, like, although you couldn't sit down at that park because you're running around, but like if that mom
yeah,
like took the time and saw you and understood you, like all it takes is knowing a mom with a kid that is like an eloper or a kid that might struggle with emotions, like just to give them a little more space and help, like be like, hey, you know what, I'll stand over here while while you're over there.
yeah,
Like just like a little like act of kindness goes such a long way. And yeah, it just takes a moment. But that's the why when different moms come together and they meet someone else that's like not like them or is very different, or one kid or multiple kids, like they wouldn't have met, and
yeah.
like you understand it a little bit more.
Yeah. When you do your play dates and your meetups and stuff, obviously it wouldn't be for like the walks and stuff, but like when you're, in the wintertime and you're in something like, not necessarily Play Cafe, because the Play Cafe has stuff to do there, but
Yes.
like, do you ever do like scheduled activities? Maybe scheduled's not the right word, but like, so I have a friend who her son is autistic as well, and she created like a sensory business where she makes sensory kits and she does sensory parties and stuff like that. Like, do you ever do things where maybe you make crafts or something where like you're actually doing an activity
Yes.
that's not like playing on a playground?
We do. So we have Mommy and Me Sensory Play and Story Time. It's our play group. And
Okay.
that is the one that is usually it's on Mondays, just because the businesses I work with are better at that time, which is why it matters on like getting other days in too. But we meet at the bookstore and we do sensory play and story time. So it's handmade sensory bins and
Okay.
a craft. So we met this past Monday. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
And we made like hot cocoa like cups, and they made their hot cocoa, and we had handmade gingerbread dough, and we made keepsake ornaments. And then my moms that don't celebrate the holidays, there was like a little frame for them to do thumbprints on just as a keepsake instead of an
Oh, I
ornament.
love that you offer that to them
Yeah,
too.
I try to make it more seasonally themed, and the bookstore's okay with me doing that, which is really nice. And it's just, I love it. I love when all the moms can come, and we do that. And we have the next meetup is in Valpo at 11
Okay.
at Pretty Little Parties, and we're going to do the sensory play story time there too. So we'll have the hot cocoa, and then like there's a craft paper. Like they were supposed to decorate the wrapping paper and they all decorate outside the boxes. And I was like, that is a great thought on like the
Think
object,
outside
like
the box.
yes, thinking
Okay.
outside of the box, and like how kids create things. I love imaginative play, and I love story time. It's so important for kids to be around books. But also, like I always tell them, I'm like, I love when the moms are involved and they sit down. But if your kid is not sitting down, don't make them. Like you can offer it and like be like, hey, come and sit with me. But if your kid will not, I would rather them walk around and play and listen to the book and then not hate books in the future, because that is such
Right.
a thing. There'll be people, you have to sit down and be quiet, and like it's like, of course you should be, but play in the sensory bin while you listen to the story. That's okay. Like, and there's
Yeah.
also at the bookstore is a great thing. My friend that I have made, her son is going to be 3, and he gets a little like overloaded with how loud it gets sometimes. And in the back
Yeah.
office there, they have a couch. So we just have like a
Okay.
reset space. So that's also really nice to have there.
Yeah, that's awesome. When you do the events like that, is there a little bit of a cover charge to cover supplies for the crafts, or how does that
No.
function?
So it's just I make the sensory bins. This one was a little bit easier because it was hot cocoa and marshmallows and like I had the cups that and I got peppermint spoons and there was like a pack, but I only used I think I had to use 4 because one kid ate one, one broke in half, and then the other ones I don't think anyone ate. I was watching it pretty well. But yeah, I don't charge for them. It's just it's free. I make the sensory bins and then if it's rice, I'll reuse it at my house where my kids can play at their craft table. If it's like something else I don't, and then I make remake it for the events because I'm not trying to spread any germs or anything.
Germs.
There was a
Yeah.
month we did not do it because hand and foot was going around really bad,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, we're just not going to do it. So we did a apple. We made like an apple core craft instead,
Oh,
and we read some more books and did that instead of like the rice bin. And we were going to make apple pie. I was very sad because I was really excited about the apple pie sensory.
oh, yeah.
But yeah, no cover charge, all free. It's all just it's moms meeting moms. Like I don't think you should have to pay to make mom friends. Like we're meeting at a
Yeah.
park. Like obviously there's like if there's a night out or like we're gonna meet somewhere. Like if I posted like we were gonna go to like the zoo or something. Like I couldn't pay
Yeah.
for all the moms to go, but
Yeah.
it's nice to like just be like this is like these are moms meeting moms. There's no sales pitch involved. I'm not gonna try and sell
Mm-hmm.
you something. I'm not gonna be like hey buy this is it a club or a membership? I don't know exactly what it's because that's disappointing when you go to somewhere and you're like, this
Yeah.
is a free meetup. I'm so excited. And they're like, yes, this is a free meetup, but you have to
I'll buy
pay
my thing.
us to be involved with these special events, like
Yeah.
where we
Yeah.
meet here. And it's like, oh, I thought I had a connection. It's kind of sad. So
Right.
it's just moms meeting
Yeah.
moms. And I love the how casual it is and just how it's just moms just genuinely showing up for each other.
Yeah. That's wonderful. The bookstore that you do it at, do they sell kids books there, or
Yes.
is it a large place? I know you said it was your family business,
So
but
it's my husband's mom runs it. Her father started it when he came back from World War II. It was outside of his house in Hammond, and he sold Bibles and postcards, I believe. It was in Hammond, and they moved to their Highland location in 2000. I just asked her this 2007, but it's a Christian bookstore, so it's Cola's Christian bookstore in Highland. So they sell everything, and it's not. They have kept it genuinely the same in the best way. All of the bookshelves along the wall, my husband's grandfather built.
oh wow.
And it's like, that's so special. And I was just thinking about this the other day too. I was like, I'm tired of walking into the perfectly curated space. Like, I love going in there and it's like, I smell the books, I
Yeah.
smell the candle warmer on. They make free hot coffee every day for the
Do
people that
they?
come in. And it's just so sweet, and they have added so many sweet ladies that work there. When I worked there, there was some I worked with some of the ladies that work there now. I worked with some other ladies that have passed on that work there, and they're just so sweet, and they know the churches in the area. They work with them. They know like Bibles, like they're like, well, what are you looking for? It's just so sweet to walk in there, and it's just like a genuinely nice space, and they can order things like they have the same distributor as other bookstores, so it's like they can order a lot
Yeah.
of things. And they have the kids books. They do. I'm not sure when the next one is because it gets kind of slower, but like they do like the book signings and like a book reading,
Oh,
usually on
yeah.
Saturdays. So like it's busier on a Saturday, so hopefully people
Oh,
walk
yeah.
in so like they can sell some of their books there. And it's just so sweet to like do things there and like be a part of that community. And I love it. Sometimes I miss working there. My husband actually learned there's like a little toy. It has all these like little toy like knickknack toys on it, and they're all
Yeah.
in these bins. And my husband actually learned to walk around that, and then my oldest
Oh,
learned to walk around that. So it's just like so cute to like have all these memories in this place, and it's just like it's there like when
yeah.
you can get it, and they can order things for you, and they have no problem like ordering. Like they're like, well, let's order that. We'll order on this day. Let's help you out, and it's just so
Yeah.
sweet working there and going in there and sitting and meeting
Yeah.
meeting people from that just come there that are from all these different places too.
Yeah. Is it a pretty big place? I mean, I'm a huge avid book reader, so
They
I'd
do
love to
have
come check it
a
out.
lot of books. I mean, compared to like Barnes and Noble, obviously, it's not that big.
Yeah.
It's mom and pop brick and mortar, but it's pretty decent size. Like, it's not too small. They have a lot of different sections in there. Yeah, they have a huge, like, even a used book section. Like, if people donate books to them, they'll be
Oh,
like,
cool.
here, it's a book for $1. Like, let's like get the book into your hands. Like, Yeah, it's pretty decent size, and like they try to keep up on like there's so many new books always coming out, and like they're like, well, let's see if there's interest. Let's order this, and it's pretty nice going in there and like finding a book and reading. Or they just got those watercolor pads where like it has the watercolor and it teaches you how
Oh
to
yeah.
paint on it. They're really cool. I love them. It's like
Yeah.
my relaxed time. I've done one painting in the last year, but
Hey, that's more
yeah,
than me. I bought all the painting stuff and I still haven't got to do it yet.
it was 3 dogs and it looked easier than it was. But they're so cute, and it's like, oh, I painted this, and they have those.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so sweet to go in there and like find things or
Yeah.
talk to them, because they'll talk to you for like forever, and they,
Yeah.
trying to between answering phone calls and everyone coming in and like churches ordering things. It's just so sweet to go in there.
Yeah. Do they have a website that we can put in the description?
They do, but it's like they pay for the website and a magazine, and the website is only linked to one of their distributors.
Okay.
So sometimes they don't have all of that in the store, and it might take longer to get to you. It's always better to go into the store because they might have it, or they might have a deal in the store that
Yeah.
might be better. But we can link the website. They have a Facebook page, and I think they started posting on Instagram, which is pretty tech savvy of them, because nothing besides the website they pay for, nothing is done in the computer besides their QuickBooks stuff, like their
Yeah.
bills and stuff. Like, it's all you order, they write your name, they write your order, they write the date it was ordered, they write where they're ordering it from, and then they put that with the order. Like, it's all old school, and it has never failed. Like, it's
Aw.
never failed, and it's perfect. Like, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to include those links in the
Yeah.
description just to kind of help them, with visibility, get their name out there.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool if you can send me those. I'll
Yeah.
add those as well.
Of course.
So I'm super excited about that. What has been your proudest moment in, I don't want to call it, your business, because it's not really a business, but since you've had your group, what's been your most like proudest moment with that?
Oh, let me think. There's like, I could think of like so many different moments. I mean, there's a few. There's a few that are like sad, but like, you're doing a good job when people trust you. Like the message that I've gotten from people around, like just random support from other states, and people that like just reach out on their own, because like I don't normally get that. It's just like, because I'm hosting the meetups and running around with the kids, or like,
Yeah.
and like then a not so sweet one is like when a mom really confides in you and like something hard happens. Like, I realize like, wow, this is such an important job, because not only am I showing up for the moms, but like we are all showing up together, and like kind of seeing that happen. Like, it's like, again, like the moms who have never met, like make a connection, exchange numbers, and it's been a year and a half later and they're still best friends. Like, it's seeing that, and yeah, those probably have to be like the sweetest things. Oh, I do have a really cute clip I've never shared. It's my son Rowan at one of the park meetups, and I was just like taking a video of like the mom sitting down after playing at the park. It was so hot, and we were just like drawing at the chalk, finding shade. And in the background, he goes, "Mom, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I have a mom that does mom walks. I'm lucky."
Aw.
And I'm like, and I like didn't even
That's so
realize
sweet.
it. And I'm like, I still have not posted it, but it's just like the sweetest like thing, because it was just like a kid like, wow, mom, this is so cool. And it was just like a play date. And it's just so sweet that he realizes that, or like also realizes like what people are doing in community. So he does it. We tell him that a lot too. So yeah,
Yeah, that is.
he's sweet. He's the sweetest.
So what does 2026 look like for Region Mamas? What are do you have some big upcoming plans?
2026. I keep saying it to everyone. It's going to be a good year. I don't know what's
It
in
is. I feel
store.
it too.
I should be emailing people or like marketing more, all of that. People are like, get out. But I'm like, you know what? I know good things are coming. There are going to be amazing people to work with and partner with it in the new year. There's going to be amazing moms and new moms that are going to come along. Yeah, I'm just excited for like everything that the 2026 has in store.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't even planned anything.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm like, it's just as it goes, as it goes.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes the best things happen that way.
Yeah.
Now, where can we find Like, do you have a calendar of events or anything like that so we can see what events and what groups or meetups that you guys are doing so that we can try to attend them?
Yeah, so we have Instagram is our main like hub because we're able to put like the link in the
Yeah.
bio and like it's just like kind of easier to share that. So that's where I post the calendar and the recap videos if anyone wants to see them. Also like trying to do event flyers. And then I also have a private Facebook group where I put the calendar and some of the event flyers. And then I've started to talk about it on TikTok, but TikTok is a weird place and I don't just post
Yeah.
willy-nilly where the location is and stuff. I kind of like post after
Yeah.
and people can
Yeah.
DM
You have
me
to
and
look out.
I try to redirect them so like I'm aware of where the content is going.
Yeah,
So
that's smart.
posting, those places right now. I don't think there's any. I'm like, yeah. Some people don't have social media too, so I try to text them when I can remember, like trying to get everyone texting like in a group chat so I can send the calendar or
Yeah.
something. So yeah, that's it. The calendar, mostly Instagram, but also the private Facebook group. I try to send it to the moms that don't use social media. That's where it's at. Yeah. Trying
Yeah.
to
All right.
share
Well,
it
give me
out.
those so I can link them in the
Yes,
description.
I
So
will send
everybody
it.
go to a Region Mamas event and
Yes.
let's just meet everybody and have so much fun.
Yes.
And maybe we can even do like, meet up at Little Hearts or
Yes.
we'll be there tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, yes, you're going to be there. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. My daughter's friends go. She doesn't even know about it yet. We're just, hey, play date. Let's go.
She's going to have so much fun. It is the best.
Yeah. I'm so excited. So I don't have too many more questions for you, honestly. I guess just one more. How do you, obviously it's probably a little bit easier because you can bring your kids, but when you're a little bit more busier with the group, how do you balance, the group and, your mom duties?
Yeah. So, I do bring my kids with me wherever I go. So right now in the mornings when my oldest is in school, my two other boys are in earlier intervention. So I just have my youngest. It kind of makes it easier. But so between scheduling everything, I tend to just take a break. So I have been being on social media less, which is really hard to do when you're marketing yourself. So I've kind of trying to slow that down, but still share. It really is helpful when my friends comment or share an event or invite another mom to a meetup or invite a mom just to meet them. That's honestly the best thing. And then I can just be at home. I'm trying to think of the time frame I was doing it the last couple of days. I'll do something on my phone and then I'm done until I have my husband home from work and then we get dinner and everything. And it's not until the kids go to bed. So it's only if I get a break because I'm trying not to have my phone constantly in front of my kids' face or in a friend's faces. But it's just knowing my time and knowing when to say no. I am a person that will help friends to my detriment and that's okay to help people. That's what we do, but I also have to know when to
your boundaries.
Yes, I overdid it in November and I had an event that I was supposed to go to with another nonprofit in the area and I had to message them in the morning of and just say I am so sorry, I'm not no showing, I can't make it. I was so excited to see you guys. I had promised my kids that I would take them somewhere and I had forgotten. So obviously they woke up and, Mommy, what are we doing? And I was like, oh. So we went to the zoo. But that was kind of the thing. I just know I cannot overwork myself with promises to everyone, even if I want to be. I want to go to all these events. I want to go to and see everyone. But I also know that I have to be with my kids. I have to do homework with my kids. So it's just the scheduling things out and I don't know. It's just a balance. It's just balancing what I can do in the moment. I'm out of the house anyway. So it's let's go grab coffee. Let's go on a mom walk. Tonight we're having Mom's Miss. We're having the moms come in and do a cookie exchange. So I know that's fun. Our mom's night in. That's just knowing what I can and can't do or
Do you ever do any get-togethers or anything like that where it's just the moms and they try to find babysitters so that moms can get a break?
So a few. So tonight only new babies. I think there's one mom that's bringing a 2-month-old that she can baby wear baby because it's more of a mom's night in. We've also done dinners at Windy City. We've done brunch. We've done bar and brunch. That was really fun. And what was the other thing we just did? Oh no, we were doing mom mixers. So it was moms and mocktails and moms just coming and we would have someone speak about motherhood for 5 minutes and we had a craft. The moms made glow oil at the last one. Like, it was
Ooh.
really fun. It's just moms getting together. It doesn't matter if it's 20, 50 moms. Like, if it's
Right.
4 moms, that's perfect. And it leads to a lot of different conversations every time. And that's why I love, like, sometimes when it's not routine scheduled things, because
Yeah.
it leads for moms that have something to say to say it. So yeah, we do like moms night outs, and that's very important. I try to do like something like that
It is.
once a month. So like,
Yeah.
also for me to be able to like have moms over, or like to be able to go out with moms, like it's so important
Yeah.
to do that. And also for the moms that might not be able to like leave their newborn like at home, like, so I'm like kind of like, it's at my house, you can bring a newborn, it would be
Yeah.
shorter time just like popping in and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Does your husband ever like help at all? I mean, I don't mean like with your kids. I'm sure he helps with your kids, but like, does he ever help with the planning or any of the? I mean, obviously he was helping you set this up. So
Yes,
like,
I know. I was like,
does he help with your group?
I mean, we do family walks every once in a while. We haven't done one in a while. I think the last one was in the spring, just with the way our schedule worked. But like that way, like he can come, he can meet the dads. They all met at the last walk, and then they decided to have a group chat, and they went golfing. And I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
so fun.
it took a while to get it planned, but they went golfing, and I was like, that's fun. And I was like, we need to do one again. He'll help
Yeah.
me in whatever he can by like ordering something, or if I like he'll take some of the kids tonight until they need to come to bed for the moms coming over, or yeah, he'll help and message anyone he can. Like if it's on his, like if he's able to, he was able to text. Who did he talk to? I'm trying to think.
He texted me.
See, yeah,
On your
I know.
phone.
I was like, I gotta get this set up, and he was like, give me your phone.
Oh,
Texted
that's
you.
so awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had our big spring picnic that we did for all the moms to like celebrate moms. It was in June though. It was a little later. It was okay.
Yeah.
But we did that with Ashley and Love Hearted Kiddos. She did Coachella and stuff.
Yeah.
So we did
Yeah.
that with her, and we partnered with businesses and everything. And I was like, man, I can't make lunch for everyone, but I would like to get them food. And he's like, the owner of Chick-fil-A in the area messaged me about Cubs tickets. I still have his number. Let me send him a text.
Oh, wow.
So we got Chick-fil-A sandwiches for the moms. We just had to pick them up. It was very nice of them to do that.
Yeah.
And we were able to be
Did
like,
they donate them?
yes, they did.
That is so
So
fun.
it was so nice of them to do that. And we were able to have the moms had cookies and Chick-fil-A sandwiches. And it was so nice. Like, and that was something he did that like really helped. Or like when I was pregnant, like with my youngest, I had a high risk pregnancy with him. So like at the end I couldn't do anything. And there was 2 events, like he came with me, and I like, cause I was just sitting there. I was so, I was very out of it and miserable, but he came just in case like something happened, and helped to like, I think it was a story time. I think he came and helped me like try to navigate some things when the moms came. This is a while ago, but it was really nice of him to do that. So yeah, he helps, and that's very nice because some don't.
Yeah, I don't think I have any more questions for you. I'm going to go ahead and link, the bookstore, their Facebook page, your Facebook page, and any other links that you want me to include in there. I'll go ahead and link that. And I'm just so excited. I hope that I can come to some of your events. They sound so fun. I think the ones that you're doing, with kids are important, but without too, because I know for me personally, that was always a struggle. Like, finding mom friends. Like, I was in network marketing for 7 years, and that it was easy then, but once
once you left that, it was like you didn't have
like
that support system anymore.
Yeah. And so what I'm just now getting to the point where, with this podcast, honestly, is just real. I'm having so much fun with it because I'm actively seeking out new people to talk to, and they're all moms too. So
yeah, there's a relational like you understand from there, and that's so important.
Yeah. So it's so fun, and it is just so important. And so I'm excited to be able to share a little bit about your story and hopefully get you more eyes, on your group and more people coming. Because like you, I feel that the more moms that feel that they have support, the better, it is for everybody and for the kids as well, especially the kids who aren't in school yet. Socializing is really important. Right. And even like for the homeschooled kiddos, it's important for them too.
Yeah.
So,
and you get out and make friends and play, and that's like the best learning.
Yeah, it is so much. So what you're doing is really important, and I really hope that, it continues to grow for you. And I'm definitely going to come to some of the events that I can now that I know that Region Mamas is a thing, and I'm so excited. I'm helping Ashley with her upcoming Coachella events, so I hope that you can come to
Yay. I love
those.
Coachella. We had so
Yeah.
much
I
fun
didn't get to
last
go to the
year.
first one because I really didn't find out about it in time, but she's got some really fun things planned for this upcoming
I'm
year.
so
So
excited. We went to like
yeah.
we did like a mini meetup there, and it was hard because we were just running into moms everywhere, but it was so much fun at last year's, and I can't wait until all this upcoming years.
Yeah, there's big things coming for sure. But I don't want to take any more of your time. But thank you so much for talking with me today, and I hope to meet you in
Yeah.
in person real soon. But you have a good evening and a Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you, and thank you for having me. It was so nice talking to you and kind of meeting you face to face, but
A
it was
little
so
bit.
nice to be able to talk about it, and I can't wait until this podcast drops.